How you doing? How you doing? That light so bright. How's winning the award feel? Well, it feels heavy. No, I'm just playing. Man, it's a good feeling to win a Grammy. Like, that's the cream of the crop for awards for me, you know? And I ain't gonna lie, like, earlier this year, it kept on getting better and better. You know, after I went platinum, that was real good to see the plaque finally, and then to sell 4 million ringtones. That was like, I broke some kind of record. And then I was like, man, it don't get no better than this. And then Weird Al did a parody of Riding. And then I was like, it can't get no better than that. And then after that, I won a Grammy. So it's like, now I know it can't get any better, you know?
Chamillionaire, what does this do for the Houston scene?
What's up, man? What does this do for the Houston scene? I don't know. I guess I'm probably the first Houston rapper to get one of these, I think. You know, Beyonce's been, and Destiny Child's been doing it big for Houston, but I don't know. It's pretty big, man, to win a Grammy. Like, I didn't realize how big it was, you know, until everybody started hitting me. I started looking at my two-way messages and hearing my messages, and I started realizing, wow, like, this is big. Like, everybody, I didn't even know I had that many cousins or brothers, and they're coming out of everywhere now, you know, straight up. Everybody that didn't want to sign me, they were like, oh, congratulating me now, you know. That's crazy, you know. Any other hot collaborations? It's a good question. I recently just recorded something with R. Kelly. I recorded something with 3 6 Mafia. And my album, you know, that has a whole bunch of them. You know, it's called Ultimate Victory. It's supposed to be dropping at the end of April. And I just released a single called Not a Criminal featuring Khalees. And I actually have another version of the same song. And it features Busta and Snoop Dogg. So that's pretty big. I seen Snoop, and he was like, for shizzle dizzle, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I'm a fan of Snoop, and he was just so cool. He keeps calling me nephew, and he got on a record with Busta. So that's real big. I got to work with Slick Rick and, you know, man, a lot of Lil Wayne, a lot of people on the album. It's going to be a big year for me, hopefully. I'm going to work. I'm going to the studio tomorrow. I'm not finna be celebrating for too long, you know? All right? I'm not a criminal. There's two meanings to criminal. You know, sometimes people see you and just by appearance, they might think you're a criminal, you know, because, you know, they just look at you and they think, well, he must do something illegal, you know. I used to get that a lot when I used to be riding around in my nice car. I had this car that changes colors. So it'll be changing from blue to green to purple, and it has these nice rims on it, and the police would be looking at me like, man, who is this guy in this nice neighborhood? And they pull me over and they'd be like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm going to my house because I live in a nice neighborhood now. And, you know, so I'm not a criminal. I'm a self-employed CEO. And also, you know, sometimes if you're a person that says what's on your mind naturally, you know, even if it's the truth and people don't want to hear it, then whenever you say it, people are going to look at you like you committed a crime for saying it. You know, so I'm not a criminal for having an opinion, and that's me, you know. Yeah, it's called chameleon paint. And since I'm the chamillionaire, what other paint would the chamillionaire have on his car, you know? So I put it on my car. It's real flashy. You can't drive it every day, trust me. But it looks good when it's driving. It just kind of changes like a rainbow, you know? Question? Man, I used to just like every rapper, honestly. I used to love music in general because in my household, hip-hop wasn't big. Like, my dad would make us turn off the TV when, you know, Rap City or whatever was on, you know? So I used to just love music so much. I was a rebellious kid trying, you know, they didn't want me to be a rapper, and then I ended up being a rapper, and nobody's complaining now, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I look up to the businessmen, the people that, like, can jump from rap to another world, like Ice Cube to do movies, and you know, you got Jay-Z and what he's doing in the entrepreneur world. You know what I'm saying? It's like those are the people I look up to, the businessmen, the people that are putting out these people creating dynasties, not just the rapper that gets on the stage and, you know, makes people put their hands up. That's kind of impressive, but it's more impressive when you can create a dynasty, you know? Yes, ma'am. Yeah. The Dixie Chicks. I know. I'm not too familiar, but I know they had some kind of like backlash from the media because of some political views that they had.
The reason why I ask is you're so committed to that our appearances aren't always what they seem.
Yeah.
So being from Texas and seeing how much redemption these girls are having tonight by taking this to
Yeah.
I mean, that sort of proves your point in a way.
Yeah, definitely. And it's good to see them do that. Like, you know, I feel like sometimes, man, people go through some bad things in their life, and they'll be so mad when, like, the media or whatever is saying crazy stuff about them. But at the end of the day, it only helps, because at the end of the day, it makes them stronger. And look at where they're at now. Like, look at what happened to them. Same with me. When I first came out, I was so mad. I was opening magazines, and they were saying stuff about me. Like, I was like, don't they know I got a purpose? I'm not cursing, smoking, drinking, killing everybody on these records, and they're trying to bash me. And I was so mad at them. But then again, if they wouldn't have done that, then I wouldn't have worked as hard as I did to get to where I'm at. You know, I was mad every day. I was waking up like, no, I'm going to show them. You know what I mean? And I did show them, like, I'm holding this Grammy. You know, so definitely, you know, hats off to them too, you know.
What did you spend all day doing?
Spend all day doing today? Man, I like try to walk through the mall or something, man, and try to visit, you know. I try to go buy some stuff. Like, I'm a last minute person, man. Like, they're like, well, you want to dress up a little bit? And they ask me, like, what are you wearing? I'm like, man, I don't know. I just seen something that was cool, and I'll put it on, you know? So that's what I was doing today. Nothing too special or nothing like that. I rolled up in a Phantom, but, you know, only today. It goes back tomorrow, you know? My publicist team, my artists. I got an artist I just signed from San Antonio named Famous. My security, you know, just everybody's happy. They like all knew I was gonna win. I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna win. So they're all like, I told you, you're gonna win, you know. Yeah, the entourage. So now they want to go hit the club. So I got to go do that rapper stuff, you know. But I might do it for like an hour, Tracy and Nancy, and then I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? And going to sleep, Waffle House or something, you know.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thanks.